Hey everybody, it's Doug Schaub with the Make Maine Your Home team over at RE/MAX Oceanside. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it's affecting the real estate market. And you're really going to want to stick around to hear about the last one. It's very, very cool. So let's do this. All right, everybody. Hey, like I said, we're going to talk about AI. It's like a hot topic. It seems like everywhere you go, you hear about AI, artificial intelligence. It's like, everything's going to be done that way in the future. And, just thought we would kind of jump on and talk about how it's affecting the real estate market, what pros and cons are maybe on like you as a consumer, talk about how it's affecting our world. But we came up with 5 things to chat about here regarding AI and what's happening in the real estate world. Number 1, property search and analysis. You go online, you're doing your property searches and all that kind of stuff. But where AI is really shining on this is the amount of data that can look at and give you predictive things that can start to keep track of like what you don't like, and serve up more of what you like and be able to find things better, find neighborhoods that would fit for you and things like that. I mean, AI is just, it's really quite amazing what we're seeing as far as what technology can do to predict like what you're looking for and how it can help you out. And it ultimately helps you as buyers and investors of real estate make better decisions. It can really be a great tool for you regarding like, your personalized preferences and your marketing, the marketing trends and market trends and all that kind of stuff. Just a better way to look at it, more predictive, doing a really great job on doing that. Number 2, property valuations, like telling you what your home is worth or what a property is worth, and ultimately helping out with pricing, things like that. Now, this process has been getting better and better for a few years now. You've probably heard of Zillow. And a lot of websites out there give you computerized value report, like Zillow calls it Zestimates. They're getting better and better on this. There's like a national appraisal database where they kind of, throw all this data in and take a look at it. And it's becoming more and more accurate. Here in Maine and rural areas, it's less accurate just because it's going to be hard for a computer to really, put all that together when houses are so spread apart. No house is the same, and there's not a lot of sales, things like that. So it's harder to do in less populated, more rural areas. But it is getting better and better. Us as real estate brokers, we're starting to look at it with more like, hey, that's sort of in the ballpark. So it's getting better and better, and that's really a great thing to be able to keep an eye out. And just another level of like, hey, I came up with a price for a property, and like looking at that, it's kind of helping confirm things, even though it might be low or high. At least we can kind of look at it and make sure, hey, we're all on the same page. Number 3, predictive analysis. Again, kind of like I talked about in the first, with the property searches, I may have bulked them together a little bit, but, just kind of being able to, look at patterns and trends and what's happening in the market and really kind of help as buyers or investors, anticipate what's going on in the market and helping you find investments in areas that will do well. If you think these last couple things are cool, wait till you get to the last one. It's my favorite. Number 4, virtual property tours and staging. We've been seeing this become more and more popular. You may have been out searching at, like looking at homes and stuff like that, and you're looking at some photos and you're kind of like, hey, that looks interesting. Sometimes they, you can put digital furniture in a property so you can see like how it's staged. That's really great. The other thing that we like to point out on this one is virtual reality tours and like 3D tours and augmented reality. It's, you put on the goggles. I think this is coming quicker than we think. Like you put on those goggles and you're able to like put yourself in the home, walk around, check it out. I mean, how cool is that? Because we've been doing virtual property tours where we do like, FaceTime or video call, Zoom call, Google Meet, and we show people around houses. It's kind of difficult, but we can do it, and we've gotten really good at it. But geez, how great is it going to be when we just say, hey, throw on your goggles and be able to walk through the house and check everything out? So a lot of inspection companies too are using that technology already for like 3D tours and stuff, to be able to give you a better idea what's happening if you have to buy a house from afar. Some really great stuff there as far as virtual property tours and staging. So last but not least, number 5, and this is probably this is my favorite one out of the 5, is property management and maintenance. I think we've done a video about smart home technology and all that stuff, but there's a lot of cool things that AI is a part of to make like your property maintenance and management so much easier and more streamlined. We're talking about smart home technology, being able to, flip your lights on and off, turn your heat up and down, check to see if the heater's still working, security systems, the whole 9 yards, and you can do that from afar. So if you have a second home and you want to keep better track of your property, and if you're renting it out, that's great. Some other things that we found, like if you are renting out your property, you can use things like chatbots to help. AI can have conversations with people to set up times to look at the house, show them virtual reality tours, and you don't even necessarily have to be there to do any of that stuff. Virtual assistants are a great thing to have. They can handle a lot of tenant requests, tenant inquiries. You got lease management and all that they can handle. It's just awesome to be able to do that and you not have to be as hands-on managing your property from afar. It allows you to purchase a second home or investment property somewhere else and be able to manage it from afar, all because of AI. It's really an impressive technology that you could take advantage of if you're doing that. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful. I'd love to hear some experiences from you on how AI has helped you in your industry. I'd love to get some conversations going. Comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And lastly, I'd like to say the cool thing is all these notes and everything that we have, we ran it through AI to see what they would say. And this is what they came up with. All brilliant stuff, and we agree with it. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Let us know, comment below, and remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and one of these buttons over here. We get a lot of great information about real estate, the state of Maine, cool things to do, all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, comment below or hit us up on all social media platforms, and we'd love to help you out. And we love talking about Maine and real estate in Maine.